Welcome back. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. I'm back with my K10 Chevy TRX4m, and I did a little bit of a stupid, but since we're going to do some repairs, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our axles. These are Injora portal axles. They're plus 5mm, so they're 5mm wider, and it'll give the truck a little lift. I'm just trying to fix some of the flex. It doesn't seem where it needs to be, and before we dive in, let's do a little crawling as is. If I flip the truck over here, I'll show you the problem I have. These guys that cover the diffs tend to hook up on rocks and stuff, so we're not going to add those to this axle. I don't think it has them as stock. I don't think we're going to use them at all. I may switch these axles over to the Ford F-150, which is drying out because I rolled over and landed in the water. And then if you look up front, I do have the flex blades on, but they're not connected. I'm using them as spacers, because when I put on the laydown servo mount, it started to run into the shocks. I'm hoping the new axles help with that. I also don't like the flex blades, so I'm hoping I can remove them, maybe move the shock mounts over. We'll see what we can do, so let's get into it. Alright, I apologize about the awkward angle, but it is what it is, so let's get our plugs here, body off. Alright, axles are out. I'm not sure how much more I need to disassemble off these. So we're going to pull out the new ones, check them out, and then see how they are. Alright, these are the rears, and these are our fronts. So let's check out the rears first. I wonder if we can make this four-wheel steering with this. Ooh, nice. Oh, nice, all in one bag. These are nice little boxes. I wish they were more durable. I could do something with them. But probably just toss them, recycle. There's our axle. Quite nice. I like how these are at an angle for the links. So, we just gotta pop that on there, put our hexes on, and then boom. Nice hardware too. They also gave us hexes, so if I don't want to make it too wide with these, I can just use those. Cool. Oh, they gave us new steering linkage too. I wonder if we'll need it. If not, I'll throw that other stuff on the other car, on the F-150. Wow, it's everything you need. You don't even need hexes for these, but lay down servo mount. Looks like everything's a little set further out. Let's check it out near this one. About the same distance. Oh no, it's definitely wider. If you get a good look, that's definitely wider. Which is perfect because that offsets the shocks from the lay down servo. We won't have it run. We won't have the servo run into the shocks when it twists and articulates. Lots of hardware. As always, Injora likes to give you everything. We got both axles on. We just got a few more things to do. Connect the steering, connect these, decide if we want to move where our suspension is. But other than that, we're almost there. Sorry about that previous camera angle. I couldn't find a GoPro mount. This is the one I had. Obviously, I couldn't use it, so I had to use my phone off that way. But found another one inside my TRX4 that I was using for a POV, but it didn't really work. So snatch that. We're good to go. Let's get back to it. Wow, it looks crazy with the body on. There's so much clearance from the tires to the body. Even when it flexes, I think we're going to be all right with it not hitting anywhere. That's pretty awesome. Wow, it's so tall. And just look how wide it looks from the front, how far the tires stick out. Almost need a wide body. Maybe we'll get a different body one day. Put them next to each other, you can see it's a lot wider, a lot taller, everything. And you can just tell, even with 5mm over here, this is still way wider. I mean, this was +5, and then we put our little brake with adapters, so it got even wider. From the side, it is definitely a lot taller than the Ford F-150, and that's got a little bit of a lift, not much, but that's crazy. And those old axles, I threw them on here. Took a little bit of time because we put some links on too. We want those high clearance links as well. And you can see it was easier to just swap the axles than swap all the parts and upgrades I had on them. So that's where we're at. Let's go give them a drive and see how they are. I'm really digging these new portal axles. The ground clearance is amazing. They make no noise, and there's a lot more clearance for the tires, so no need to fender roll or, cut the fenders on these. Although, my next idea may cause them to rub again, but we'll see about that. That'll be another video. Otherwise, I have no complaints about these. I figured out what was going on with my high clearance bars. One of them was actually pretty bent, so I fixed that. It's now even. The axle in the rear is now straight and not crooked, and everything seems to be working pretty well. The only thing is my shocks. Something's going on there. I also feel like I could get more flex out of this with the additional clearance here, so we're going to do something else about that in the next video. I'm going to rebuild my shocks first and then kind of go from there. Otherwise, I have no complaints, and I'm going to keep using these. If you saw those shots of the Ford F-150, it definitely needs a new motor in that, or gearbox like this one, just because it's so jumpy and lurchy, and I really don't like it. This one, at least with the low gearing and how slow it is, it can kind of act like it's a brushless motor. So for now, we're going to keep it as is. I think once we upgrade this, we'll throw that in the F-150 and then go from there. But that's going to be it for this one. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to leave them. As well, if you can do the things over there, I'd appreciate it, as it helps me out. I thank you all for stopping by today. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and take care.